And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do we have on him?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here in the home opener. Strike two.
0-2.
That hit him.
And
the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Here's Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
Late with the swing there.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Award.
Runner on the go. Cut on and missed. Throw there. Safe. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Rodriguez around third. He'll score, and the Mariners have tied the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Yamamoto measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Check swing. He went 0-2 now.
0-2.
Robles runs. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Now it's Randy Arozarena. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Muncy sends it to first. They get the out on Arozarena. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here in L.A. and starting this one, Bryce Miller. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Foul ball there.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Checks over to first, back safely. Another throw over. And they're keeping him close. Here's Betts.
1-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Ohtani aboard here at first with nobody out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
As a former player, watching
Batting
5-4-3
third,
double
the
plays
left
brings
fielder,
back some
Day off
adrenaline.
third.
It's such an exciting play,
Third
and it's always a
and
great
down.
reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Teoscar Hernandez, the batter now as he
No
swings
ball.
and misses
One
for
strike.
strike one. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
No
Well,
ball.
pretty clear to
2
me.
strikes.
He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right field. Robles pulls that one down. That is the inning. Second inning set
off
to
for
go.
Seattle,
Now
the first
here is
baseman,
Luke
Luke
Raley.
Raley.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that
Batting
at bat.
seven,
Other than
the
ripping
shortstop,
one into the gap or
JP
blasting one over the wall,
Crawford.
there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
0-1.
J.P. Crawford now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
Double play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground
he
ball.
made it.
See if he adjusts on this next pitch. This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And a foul ball. Yamamoto over to first.
Safe.
Raley back on a dive. Man at first, one away.
Runner,
The
he's going.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And there's a foul ball.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Dylan Moore.
Here's Dylan Moore. First offering. Runner goes.
1-0.
Pitch is high. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Back here at Dodger
Leading
Stadium,
up
home of
for
the
the
World
Dodgers,
Series
the
champs.
first
Last year was a
baseman,
good one for the
Freddie
Dodger faithful, singing.
Freeman.
LA winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance,
No
had the
ball.
best
One
record in the
strike.
league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Swinging a foul straight back. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover
Batting
generations.
fifth,
And now the
catcher,
real challenge for the
Will.
Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. And up to the plate is Will Smith. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
No ball.
One out,
2
bases
strikes.
empty. Liner, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll reach second with one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Tying run is in to score from second. Muncy into second. It's a double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Miller checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Muncy leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. This one lifted in the air, left field. Arozarena puts it away. To second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now Dylan Moore. Yamamoto back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Tied up here in the early going. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Hernandez makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Chris Taylor now. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Late swing, foul to the left. And now the 0-1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. Polanco tosses to first. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Ground ball right side. Polanco tosses to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. That ends the inning. On to the 4th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. That one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Raleigh checks his swing. Appeal to third. Nope, he held back. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
The batter, number
Jorge Polanco up
base.
next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. Polanco in his 9th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
All over that one right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. On to first, and there's 2 down. Safe at second, and he gets back in. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Yamamoto checks the runner. In the dirt. Runner takes off. Hit on the ground to the right side. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And strike 1 to Mookie Betts.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, He could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Turns and fires the bets. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Now batting,
and K is
the
his
left
third
fielder,
of the game.
Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez flied to right his first time. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Rodriguez pulls it down, and there's two gone. And here's Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman,
His
number
first at bat
5,
was a
Freddie
strikeout.
Freeman.
He swings and fouls one off. That one not close, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
2 outs. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Swings and misses. That's strike one. On the ground to first. They get the force. That's out number 3. And we're back. The batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, these Mariners, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now, Dylan Moore. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground. And that squirts through. So Julio Rodriguez now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 2 outs. Here goes the runner. In the air, center field. Edman squeezes it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here comes Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
First
That's the
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone.
You know, these
One ball,
Dodgers,
no
as this
strike.
game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been
Ball.
fooled quite a bit today.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And now
Ball
it's
three.
3-2, and this is a good example of the type of
Okay.
at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's a switch hitter,
The
Tommy
center fielder,
Edman.
number
He's 0 for
25,
1.
Tommy Edman.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on
Now
the run
batting,
right there.
the
He
second
saved
baseman,
extra bases
Brett.
for sure. If the pitcher's his friend,
Taylor.
he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ball 1 to
1-0.
Taylor. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Now
I know
batting,
it was a
the
ground
right
ball,
fielder,
but it was
Michael
absolutely hammered through the infield. That's
Conforto.
not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Conforto at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
Now pitching for the
Gregory
Mariners,
Santos will take over
number
here.
48.
Still pretty early in the ball
Gregory
game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, now he breaks early for third. Not in time. He's safe. Runner goes again. Got him. Huge strikeout there. Back here in
Leading off for the
L.A.,
Mariners,
top 6.
the right fielder,
Now it's the
number
right
10,
fielder, Victor Robles.
Robles.
Yamamoto back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
the plate. Cal Raleigh 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swinging a foul straight back. Missed inside with the curve.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
The
really nice job
7,
staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now a chance for Jorge Polanco. Fouled off. He was late. Raleigh, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swinging a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
On the ground to the left.
Ball.
And it goes just foul. Throw over to first. And he's back in safely. And no one can get there. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He kind of rolled over on this. His pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
Number 66.
He'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Got.
And the batter now, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Now batting.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading
And now
up
here's
for
the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh. Ohtani.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Gabe Spire.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Just missed. There's the strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Mookie to
Up
hit.
next for the
Chris,
Dodgers.
baseball today,
That's
so many
shortstop,
strikeouts,
Mookie.
and they are available to pitchers.
Betts.
But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Fouled off down the right side.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
One down, base is empty. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Hernandez at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the sixth. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. In now is the Mariners DH, Rowdy Tellez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is fouled back. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a Rowdy strikes out. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners.
Dylan Moore.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that one fouled off. And foul ball. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. That ends the frame. Bottom of the 7th, leading off Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Not even close there. And that is ball 1. He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
That's to third. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a huge defensive play in
Now
the late
batting,
stages of the
catcher,
game. It might not be the
Well.
most challenging we've seen
Smith.
today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Smith swings through it for strike one.
No ball.
Oh, no
One
fair
strike.
right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Muncy to
Up
hit.
next for the
You know, this is
Dodgers,
kind of a tough
the third
matchup as a
baseman,
left-handed
Matt
hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you
Muncy.
tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
This one chopped to
Foul
first.
ball.
And that's a foul ball. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
Seattle, the
We
right
go to the
fielder,
eighth. Now the
Victor
number 2 hitter,
Robles.
Victor Robles. This to center field. And there's one away. And now the catcher
Now
comes
batting,
up to
the
hit.
catcher,
Cal
Cal
Raleigh, 1 for 3.
Raleigh.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
Inside, almost got him. Fly ball to right. Conforto pulls it down. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So now it's the Mariner
batter,
cleanup
number 7,
hitter, Jorge
second baseman,
Polanco.
Jorge Polanco.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. It's 3-1. So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Gladys. Net.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Conforto, long run into the gap. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here at Dodger
Leading up
Stadium.
for
On
the
to the bottom of the
Dodgers,
8th.
the
Tommy
center
Edman at the
fielder,
plate.
Tommy.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Matt
Now
Brash.
pitching for
Well,
Seattle.
the best relievers love the
Number
opportunity to
47,
come in and protect a tight lead
Matt
late in the ball game.
Brash.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Headed towards the corner. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Edman around second. Relay throw to third. In there safely.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Good
Now
job right
batting,
there, puts
the
the ball
right
in
field,
play, and now they're only
Michael
down by a run.
Conforto.
That's
Ball.
inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss. Wow. And one and one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The next pitch misses. 2-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fought off foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Gotta love the resiliency showing that bat, battling with 2 strikes. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but
the new pitcher in the game, Troy Taylor.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now move to first. And he's back in there. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And he blows that one by him at 100.
1 strike.
Taylor throws to first. And he's back in on a dive. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Runner on the move. And fouled off. Runner on the go again. They pitch out. Caught in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Got him swinging. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Stepping in, Luke Raley. Foul ball. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now here is J.P. Crawford. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. So now the DH spot. Rowdy Tellez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Foul ball there.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Hangs onto the foul tip. That's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Andres Munoz on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next offering upstairs.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Hernandez, the next to hit, takes outside. And that one fouled off. A one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Just one out remaining for the Dodgers.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's off the mark. 1-0.
1-0.
That one at triple digits.
Just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses the zone. 2-2. This could end it. Way high with that one. And that's ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove on either.
Up the middle. On to first, ball game. And the Mariners hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.